welcome back to the second part of our yoga. I hope you enjoyed the first lot and I'm glad you've returned. This time we're going to do a rolling practice. We're going to do a lot of rolling and we're going to roll into relaxation. So the same rules apply. This is for any age and all you need is some space around you and a carpet to practice on. If, like me, you're on a hard surface, then you might want to have an exercise mat like this one. And you all might want to bring something extra with you this time. You might want to bring a blankie for the relaxation. So again, kick off your shoes, maybe keep your socks on for the nice cozy bit, and let's do some yoga. Okay, so we're going to get going with our rolling to relaxation. We're actually going to start on our hands and our knees. So I'd like you to gently place your knuckles into the ground, and we're going to imagine that we're opening the throttle on a motorbike. So you're pulling back with both hands as if you're working the throttle on a motorbike. Now, I'm told that the throttle on a bike is only on the right side, but hey, we're going to have two throttles on our motorbike, so go with your left hand as well. And this should feel quite nice if you've been typing or at a screen today. That is excellent. Now, I'd like you to flatten your hands now, and we're going to take our nose down to the ground. So bend into your elbows and drop your nose onto the ground and then come back up again. And the next time you do it, you might want to lift one leg up. Keep the knee bent as you drop down and lift. I'm taking my right leg up, doesn't matter which leg, and then swap over, do the other side. Up you go. And back again, and you can do as many of these as you can, but I would recommend that you go quite slowly. You're stretching your foot up to the ceiling and you're dropping your nose to the earth. Wonderful. Excellent, really well done. So let's come up to tall kneeling, and we're going to step forward with our right leg, or any leg really, it doesn't matter, because we're going to go for a little spin now. We're going to take our arms out to shoulder height, and you're going to revolve around just as far as it feels comfortable. Imagine that you're just being gently blown in a different direction by the wind. That's super. That's really good. And then you're going to tuck your back toe under, and this time you're going to hover off the ground. So the forward knee is bent, the back leg is straight, and you're going to take your arms out to the side, and you're going to go for a big stretch. So palms together and then stretch them open. See if you can go to the other side. Stretch them open. Once more to each side, a big stretch, and then relax by rolling down and into what we call child's pose. It's a nice one, we'll come back to this one later. But we're going to go to the other side, plant your hands in front of you and take your opposite leg forward, might be your left leg. Good, so go back into this lovely shape, this box shape. And again, there's a gentle breeze and it's gently blowing you from side to side. Good, we're going to go for our stretch again. So we're tucking in the back toe, lifting the back knee, bringing your palms in front of you and stretching to your right, back to the center and then stretching the other way. Do that once more to each side. Imagine that you're an elastic band Good. And then let's bring everything in and let's bring the soles of our feet together. Catch hold of the feet and bounce the knees. And this is known as the butterfly pose because our knees are like butterfly wings. But what we can do from here is the giant butterfly. Do you want to have a go? So gather up your knees and make sure that you've got plenty room behind you. Because this giant butterfly, she's a bit clumsy and she sometimes rolls back, okay? You're going to bend into your knees and let me turn around this way. You're going to catch hold of your toes. So hold your big toes, that's a good place. And if that's too tricky, hold onto your legs instead. From the inside is ideal. Hold on here. I'm holding onto my toes, doesn't matter if you're holding onto your legs, and you're lifting your heels off the ground. Good. Now can you look down, your knees are bent, can you straighten one leg? Good. Can you straighten the other leg? That's excellent. If you're following me, don't worry if you're falling about. It's all part of the rolling theme. If anyone wants to, they can push away and do the giant butterfly. And you're going to have a little look behind you. Have your reverse lights on. That funny beeping sound that vans make when they're reversing. Back you go. Deepen into your knees if you need to and have a nice roll. And then you're going to bend into your knees, tuck in behind your knees now and come all the way up. That is a really tricky pose. You did it. So we're now going to go for a roll. And I'd like you to lie down on your tummies. And we're on our tummies with our legs stretched out behind us and the palms pressing nicely into the ground, near our shoulders with the elbows almost poking up. Now this is a pose or a sequence, a rolling sequence, where you might want to follow my rights and lefts to start with. So you're going to bend into your left knee. So the left foot is now facing the sky and you're going to roll to your left. So roll to your left and you come into this nice seated position. Cartwheel your arms all the way back down so that you're rolling onto your tummy again. Bend into your right knee and roll over onto the right side. So once you start to get into the momentum of this, it will become a little easier rather than thinking about it in baby steps. So rolling down, switching legs and rolling over. Keep going. Now, the next time you roll and face up, you might want to introduce this. You might want to bend both knees and lift the hips up so that it starts to become quite a strong practice. Lifting the hips, lifting the chest, straightening the leg. You're rolling over the straight leg, swapping over. Bend into the knee and up you go. Who knew that rolling about was so much fun? Good. Do you want to do an even more challenging version of this? Let me show you next time I come round. Okay, so we're rolling over. And this time, you might want to keep your straight leg straight, but dig it into the ground and then lift your hips up into the wild thing pose. Back you go, roll over And repeat on the other side. Lift the hips. Point away with the straight leg. And maybe make this your last one and roll back down onto your tummy. How much fun was that? Bend into your knees, lift your hips, and stretch your arms forward and lower the head. Well done. So slowly come up to kneeling and let's stretch your legs out ahead and bend into your knees. Now again, you might want to follow my rights and lefts. So you're going to hover your feet off the ground and you're going to take your right arm and slide it under your right leg. So you go under the right leg and then you clasp your hands over your left folded knee. And then you see if you can straighten the way with your right leg. And this is like a supported boat pose. Well done. Oh, I forgot, we were going to roll back, weren't we? So hover forward and make sure that you've got plenty of space. Back you go into your boat pose. Your right arm is under your right knee for support. And again, have your reverse lights on and your beeper going. Back you go. Have a little roll. Straighten out both legs, but hang on to the big toes. And here you are in happy baby pose. You can bring your knees down and you can rock your hips from side to side. Happy baby pose. Who doesn't want to be a happy baby? So you roll back up. We're going to do the other side in boat pose. So this time you take your left arm underneath the left leg and clasp your hands over the right shin or knee and straighten away with your left leg. That's excellent. And again, oh goodness, need to have plenty of room behind us for the roll back. So you're going to roll onto your back, and this time I want you to see if you can push both feet up to the sky. Have your arms quite wide but by the side of your body and the palms facing down. And you can rock the hips from right to left, almost as if your legs are like a metronome. And then tucking in your knees. Next time your legs come back to the centre. And we're going to roll up and we're going to come onto our knees because we're going to do a rolling relaxation now. I'm going to use these little chime bells. Oh, I hope you can hear them because I've got my earbuds in. Hope you can pick them up. I'm going to use the chime bells as a little prompt for you to change direction. You might want to cozy up in a blanket after this as well. So maybe have your blanket handy. We're going to start from kneeling and we're going to take the hands behind us and bring the forehead to the ground. Take the knees out to the side if you need to. And this is known as child's pose. You're rolled into a lovely ball. The back is wide, the shoulders are relaxed. So we're going to turn our child's pose onto its side at the sound of the bells. So from your child's pose, I want you to turn onto one side, but keep your knees hugged in and rest your head on the ground. This is where your blanket might come in quite handy, because you might want to use your blanket as a pillow. And then the next time you hear the bells, we're going to roll onto our back in the same shape. So we're rolling onto our backs now. Still the nice same cozy shape. And then the next time you hear the bells, we're going to roll on to our other side. So you're rolling onto the other side in your curled up ball. Nestle into the ground, make any changes to the pose that you need to become still, cozy and comfortable. Now the next time you hear the bells, you're going to lie back on your tummy and stretch out your legs. So you can push your blanket away and you are lying on your tummy with your palms facing down and your cheek turned in one direction. It's like you're a splat on the ground. You're almost like a jelly that's moulding into the earth. Or a sponge. And the next time you hear the bells, you're going to turn your cheek the other way and turn your palms up the way. So turn your head the other way and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Relax the back of the body and relax the front of the body, but allow the back of the body to open and release. And the next time you hear the bells, this is the last time, you're going to lie on your back. And this time, if you've got a blanket, you don't have to have one. You could pop the blanket over you. So lie on your back. And making yourself cozy and comfy. And when you lie down, I'd like you to have your palms facing up. And like you're a starfish, you're on the sand. You're nestling as the sand gives way to accommodate your relaxed body, and you soften into the ground. I'd like you to gently roll your head from side to side. And I'd like you to pause, and then I suggest that you bring both palms down to the ground and then turn them back up again. And you can either have your head still or you can let your head join in. And then you can bring your toes together and bring your toes out to the side. So it really doesn't matter what the coordination is. For you guys at least, we're bringing the toes together, we're turning over the palms, and we're rocking the head from side to side. And we're going to do that just another few moments. And then the next time your feet drift out to the side and your palms open up, take your head to the center and be wonderful and still. So that all you notice and feel is your breathing. You can possibly hear your breathing, and you can possibly hear sounds in your home or even outside. You just let them become noises in the distance. And you can stay here for as long as you feel. As long as you wish. So thank you for joining me on this rolling relaxation. See you next time, everyone. Enjoy your relaxation.